Welcome to second session of the lesson Avoid Plastics Children. Here the Mickey Mouse welcomes you to the second session of the Avoid Plastics. Dear children, you know that in the previous class we had learnt about how the plastic makes damage to all the living things in the first session. Here, the very major problem on the planet Earth. How do we face the problems from the plastics, children? Now let us study about the how do we reduce and the about the plastics and what are the harms or dangers from the plastics. Here, plastic causes serious damage to the environment at every stage of its production or even its disposal. To reduce the risks involved in plastic, the usage should be minimized, which can result in production. The chemical that is used in the production of plastics is toxic and can cause serious damage to all living beings. Even recycling of plastic causes problems. The worst thing is that recycling degrades the quality of plastic and demands the production of more plastic to make an original product. A single plastic sheet can take about 1,000 years to rot. It also has had impact on the food chain. Plastic is one of the causes for global warming. Here some questions are there, children. How does plastic cause pollution at every stage of its production? And how long can plastic take decompose? How does it have a bad impact on the earth? Then, rivers have become the main dumping ground for plastic, which pollute water, marine life, and also the air that we breathe. Many are being profited by plastic. Those who get profit from plastic are trying to dispute the harm that it causes. You can't completely stop the use of plastic, but can definitely minimize its production for a healthy future. The use of plastic should be minimized at any cost. This is the lesson. This is the major thing we should think about our planet Earth. If the planet Earth, it is good, if it is in the green, it is in the healthy position, we can survive. Otherwise, it will very dangerous to our life and even in the future generation also, next generation also, children. Here, plastic causes serious damage to the environment at every stage of its production or even its disposal. Not only in the production, even when it is the some different stages are there of the production. Even in the production and it is disposal. When we use it and we throw it everywhere because it is very cheap and it is very available very everywhere and it is inexpensive. These are the easily available first thing. Another thing is inexpensive. The cost of the plastic is very less. For that, all the people use very easily and dispose everywhere and they throw it everywhere. That disposal is very major problem. How can we dispose it? To reduce the risks involved in plastic, the usage should be minimized, which can result in production. If we use it the minimize, how? Which are the things, children? What are the tips? How do we reduce it? For example, we are making the shopping, children. When we avoid the single use plastics such as drinking straws, We use the straws for drinking the tender coconut. ನಾವು ಎಳನೀರನ್ನು ಕುಡಿತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ cups. When we use the plastic cups in the major functions and even in the small functions at home, please don't use the plastic cups. Instead of plastic cups, please use the instead of plastic plates and the plastic cups, use instead of that we use the beetle leaves plates and paper cups and banana leaves. They are rotten, they are biodegradable. Instead of the plastic, we can use those things. That is helpful to the farmers and other peoples. Got it, children? And then if you go to shopping, remember to take a cloth bag, either paper bag and jute bag, jute senabina bag. These are the very because those are the biodegradable things. And replace the plastic Tupperwares. Your mothers maybe at home kitchens, replace the Tupperware for glass or either steel containers. We use the steel containers instead of plastics, children. And the chemical that is used in the production of plastic is toxic. Toxic means poisonous, ವಿಷಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Which when we use the chemical used in the production of plastic, it is toxic and can cause serious damage to all living things, all living beings, not only the human beings, all the living beings, even animals and birds and the human beings, children. So please avoid it. Avoid means reduce it. Reduce is that is in our hand. We can reduce. You are the very role thing, the important role about you, children. When you avoid it, you can avoid your neighbors. What are children? Here, even recycling of plastic causes problems. When we recycle it, after we use the plastic, if we recycle it, some other lot of problems are there, children. The worst thing is that recycling degrades the quality of plastic and demands the production of more plastic to make an original product. When we use the plastic bucket, we give to the vendors. Some vendors are there. They use it products. They get it from us and they use to recycle it. Then they will again they make it the low quality of plastic things. That is also very harmful to our life. A single plastic sheet can take about 1,000 years to rot. Small piece of plastic, it takes the 1,000 years to rot under ಕೊಳೆಯೋದು. It also has bad impact on the food chain. We have the food chain, children. The plastic is one of the causes for global warming. Already you learn in the global warming, the increase in the temperature of Earth's atmosphere, that is called global warming. Recycling, convert waste to reusable material, that is called recycling. Got it, children? Here, rivers have become the main dumping ground for plastics, which pollute water. When we use the plastics, we go and throw there. That is the dumping yard. Even the rivers. The corona avoid all these things nowadays because all are locked down at home. The whole nature can turn into the very healthy because the human hazard, the human being activities are avoided. So, and marine life and also the air that we breathe. When we burn the plastic, that pollute the air. And when we throw the plastic, that will go from the rivers. It contains in the, it gathers in the marine life. Marine life means found in the sea. ಸಮುದ್ರ ಜೀವಿಗಳಿಗೆ, that those are called marine life. And air that we breathe, when we breathe it, someone, our neighbors burn that plastic, he will get the air problem. We can't breathe the good oxygen. We can't get the good oxygen. Many are being profited by plastic. Those who get profit from plastics are trying to dispute the harm that it causes. You can't completely stop the use of plastic. We can't completely avoid the plastic, but can definitely minimize its production. How? For a healthy future, that use of plastic should be minimized at any cost. What can we do for minimize? So already I told you, avoid single use of plastic such as drinking straw, either the small plastic cups and plastic plates. Instead of those, we can use the banana leaf for the functions, okay, and other leaves made the other leaves also we use for the food. We take the food. And if you go to shopping, to market, remember to take a cloth bag, either the jute bag, jute shanabina ಒಂದು bag, and paper bags. And another things, when we do all these things, why? Even the smallest of actions, children, can have a major positive impact on our planet, because you are the role models to others, children. When you tell to them your smallest action, when you use the cloth bag, others also can practice it. So this is very important. Even the smallest of action can have a major positive impact on our planet Earth, and make those around you aware of the importance of the reducing the consumption of plastics, children. So these are the very important when we you minimize the use of the plastic, children. Got it, children? These are very important because we are the educators. We should educate to our neighbors. First, we should educate ourselves, then educate to our family, then we educate to neighbors, our locality. Got it, children? Reduce the use of plastic, minimize the use of plastic. For instead of plastic, we use the different things are there. Paper bags are there, jute bags are there, and some other cloth bags are there. Cloth, these are the biodegradable. If we disposal is very easy. Here, children, some suffixes are there, suffix and prefixes. They add some words to the root word. After that is called suffix. If we add some words to the root word, that is called prefix, children. Here, for example, aware, care, regard, comfort, trouble, glory, and sport. Which word to the suffix to that? Think and make it proper suffixes, children. For example, aware, the last word, awareness. Then care, careful, here the left, careful. Regard, regardless. Comfort, comfortable. Trouble, troublesome. Then glory, glorious. When we make it the glorious, glorious, we remove the y and add the I. Instead of y, remove the y and add the I. glorious, glorious. Sport, sportive. We add the IVV, IVE. These are called the suffixes. You should learn about the suffix and prefixes, children. Which are the prefixes? For example, happy. Unhappy is the prefix. Un is the prefix. And happiness. Happiness. Ness is the suffix. Un is the prefix. Ness is the suffix. Got it, children? These are the suffixes. Thank you. Then you should write all these things in your CW and HW also. Thank you once again.